Good morning to all. Today, our topic is related to the decision making. So, decisions are very important nowadays. We have to take right decision making is very important. So, as a manager, we need to take the right decision in every area. So, with the help of this right decision only, the organization will get maximum profit. So, decisions are very important. Every manager they need to take proper care at the time of taking a decision. So, decision making is a very important process. The manager need to learn. So, we will discuss now about what is decision making and what is the process of decision making. So first of all, we will see what is mean by decision making. So decision making means it is the process we are doing to select or to identify which is the right option to us. So we are having in any task, in any activity, or in any decision, before going to taking any decision, so we are having a set of alternatives is nothing but the different options. So in these options we need to select which is the best decision, which is the best alternative. So that is in any area we are having many options, that is a many set of options, set of alternatives. In that we need to choose which is the right alternative to us. So these alternative we are considering, we are taking based on our position. So every decision making process produces an outcome that might be an action, a recommendation, or an opinion. So it related to the action, or it is a recommendation, or it is an opinion. So it produces a particular result. It gives a particular result, a particular outcome. So that is a very important. You need to find out what are the different alternatives are available, what are the set of alternatives, set of ways. In that way you choose the which is the best way or best alternative. This is one more definition about this decision making. And see here, we will see the remaining decision making definitions also. It is a choice made between two or more available alternatives. What are the alternatives we are having, two or three or four or five? In these all alternatives you need to evaluate each and every alternative and identify which choice is the best choice to you. So that is very important. And one more is it is the process of choosing the best alternative for reaching the maximum target. So for reaching our targets, our objectives, our goals, the company objectives, what is the company target you need to see, and what are the different alternatives are available, and which is the best alternative to reach your particular target of the company or objective of the organization. So that is which decision we are considering, which decision we are taking. This decision is helpful to reach the target of your company. So that is a very important. So you, before going to taking a decision, you can see what is your objective, what is your goal of your company or particular task, and based on that you can take the right decision making, select the right alternative. It is a very important thing. That is. And here you will see the one more definition. Decision making is the process of making the choices by identifying a decision. In this decision, we are going to identifying based on the collected data. We need to find out, we need to collect the first information. We need to collect the information about that particular decision and assess the alternative resolutions. What are the alternatives options are available to you, your surroundings, your environment, what are the alternatives are available, you can assess first, you can find out first, and based after that you can use the step by step decision making process, and based on that you can take which is the right decision making, which is the effective decision making, effective alternative to you, and based on that you can take the measures and implement that particular decision in your organization. So based on this decision making process, so that is also helpful to the managers to take the right decisions in their organization. And in this decision making process, how the managers are taking a decision and what are the major uh, the steps they will consider, what are the major areas they will see, and based on that they are going to taking the right decision making. Means here they will follow mainly the 6 stages, the 6 stages of right decision making process. That is very important. So in these 6 stages, these are the 6 stages of the decision making process. The first step is identification of the problem, and the second step is diagnosing the problem. And the third step is discover the alternative course of actions. And the fourth stage is evaluation of alternatives. And the fifth one is select the which is the best alternative. And the final stage is the implementation of the alternative and following up the particular organizational objectives and everything. So that is a follow up the actions of the company. So these are the 6 stages the organization, the manager, they will follow to take a right decision making. So we will see what are that steps. We will see the briefly about all the steps. The first one is identification of problem. So here the first, before going to taking a decision, the manager first identify where the problem is there. So what is the area, in which area we are having problem, in which area we are need to take a decision. So that is they will consider first, they will identify the first, they will recognize the problem where they are facing, and how what are the problem, what is it is a major problem or minor problem, they need to find out. So that is also very important. So in this step we are doing that. So what are the symptoms of the problem, and what are the problems are subjective or not, the identification is subjective or not, you can see that. And also how it affects the present results of the organization, present standards, present goals, how it affecting. So it is a major, that means it is a major problem or minor problem. So that is also they need to realize about the situation of the company. And managers are not likely to characterize a discrepancy as a problem if they perceive that they don't have the authority, information, other resources needed to act on it. So here the manager will need to aware about the problem, they can identify where they are facing the issues, where they are facing the difficulties, and why the company is disturbing about the particular area. So what are the resources we are using, so everything they are going to analyze in this particular step. That is the step 1, that is identification of the problem. So first they need to find out where the problem is there. And coming to the second stage, diagnosing the problem. So diagnosis of the problem, after identification they need to diagnose. They need to analyze clearly, they need to clearly they can decide the problem, about the problem. So that is a very important diagnosis. They need to find out where the problem is there, what is the problem, and why we are getting the problem in that, and when we are dealing this problem, and who are the people involved in this particular problem, what are the departments involved in this particular problem, where we are getting this problem, so and how we will solve this particular problem. So every you will put all these questions in that area, you will put all these questions and find out the diagnose the exact problem. You can diagnose the exact problem in that area. That is a very important. So that is explore the issues from different perspectives. You can see why we are facing this, and putting all these questions what I told, every question we need to put in that particular area and collect the data. So that is identify that particular situation. So, and refine the decision statement based on this analysis. Here we will clearly analyze. So, diagnosing a problem, that is very important. For example, we are facing any issue, any health issues. We are going to meeting the doctor. Doctor will diagnose the our problem based on number of tests. So they will write the number of tests, and they will conduct the number of tests, and finally they diagnose our problem and giving the solution to that problem. So that like this only we can see, we can diagnose the particular problem very clearly. That is need to do the manager. That is the second stage. And coming to the third stage, after identification, after diagnosing the problem, so this in discover what are the alternative courses of actions. So to solve this particular problem, what are the steps? What are the different alternatives are available to us? So to solve that particular issue, what are the different options are available to us? So that is they need to find out. The manager, after diagnosing the problem, the manager need to find out what are the alternatives available, what are the ways are available to solve that particular issue, to settle the particular issue, to get the profit. So that is, they need to identify that, and identify the facts, and what are the ways are available to solve that particular problem. That can also very important. So here they will, the manager need to use the creativity and innovation skills to discover what are the options are available to me to solve that particular problem. That is a very important stage in the decision making process. And coming to the fourth stage, after identification of your options, after identification of your alternatives, next you can see, you can check, you can evaluate the alternatives. So you can see all the alternatives. The manager need to see all the alternatives and which alternative is the best alternative. We need to choose one best alternative among all alternatives. So in this selection, we are going to evaluating, we are going to checking each and every alternative, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages of each and every option. You can see that, you can identify that. So for example, the first alternative is there. So with the help of this alternative, the company can able to get maximum profit. We can solve that particular problem or not. For example, we implemented this alternative. What is the advantage to organization, what is the disadvantage to the organization? We can see that. That is a very important step. So the evaluation of alternatives, we are identifying our alternatives, and after that you can check your alternatives, and in this process you need to select the best alternative, no? So that is also, you have to give the rating to every option. So best rating only we can select finally. So that's why you can see, you can evaluate each and every alternative. We are having 10 alternatives, you can evaluate 10 alternatives. You can see the advantages and disadvantages of each and every alternative. That is a very important thing. That is a stage 4. And coming to the fifth stage, that is the selection of the best alternative. After analysis, after evaluation, we can see which is the suitable alternative, which is the best alternative, which suited to you, which is profitable to you, which is convenient to you, which is the best alternative. So that is, you need to find out that and identify the best alternative, which one is very suitable to your organization to reach the maximum profits of the company. That is also very important step, choosing the best alternative among all the alternatives. That is the fifth phase. And coming to the last phase, that is implementation of the alternative and follow up the actions. In the final stage, after identification of the best alternative, you can implement that alternative in your company. So with all that alternative, you can take the that particular decision. You can implement that decision in your company, and after some period, after some period, you can see the particular problem, the decision is accurate to your company or not, the decision is good or not. So we can follow the same solution or the same decision for future also or not. You need to check. That is nothing but follow up that particular action. So what we implemented, what we taken decision, this is really suitable to your company, this is really accurate to your organization, this is really giving profit to your company. That is a very important thing. You can see and you can check, and based on that you can take the right decision making. It is suited, the company is getting maximum profits, then it is suitable to you, and continue in the continue for the future also, continue long time also. But it is not suited to you, you are not that decision is not giving the right profits, it is not accurate to your company. So then you need to stop the decision making, stop that particular decision implementation, and you will go for fix the one more decision to that particular problem. So that is, it is resolved or not, the problem is resolved or not, we need to check, and based on that you can take the next further steps. That is very important. It is actually, it is suited, the problem is getting down and the problem is solved, means you can follow the same alternative, you can follow the same option, same decision for future also. It is helpful to your organization to get maximum profit. So this is also one more step we need to take that. So that is the decision making process, the 6 phases of the decision making process. That is this decision making topic. Thank you, thank you all.